Hey guys, this is Rudy for Memory Trees in West Palm Beach. We are currently, as a nonprofit, running a program called Junior Creators. Junior Creators strives to uh, work particularly with younger students, very often, most of the time, in fact, middle school students. And we teach them how to make movies. So in all simplicity, YouTube videos. And the reason why we specifically focus on YouTube is because it's one of the most formal and most productive manner or ways in which you can monetize a channel if you elect to actually create a channel for yourself. What I thought I would do today is just give you a brief overview and then share, for instance, an existing class in terms of the things that they would want to do or not do as it comes to being the next Steven Spielberg. So stick with me for a minute. Let me just open this little presentation and walk you through what it is that we're doing and how it works. So as I said, the program is called Junior Creators, and it focuses specifically on YouTube. More importantly, it focuses on how you can monetize your YouTube account. And of course, there are some rules in place or requirements in terms of monetizing your account, such as having at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watched footage. But that just takes time, right? So you're not going to do that perhaps with your first video unless you get lucky and it goes viral. But you can do that over time, as I have also proven myself with my own YouTube channel. So let's quickly take a look here. So some of the things that we share with the kids is, the sort of motherhood question, who would like to be a millionaire? Now, of course, not everybody's going to end up being a millionaire, but there are a number of people who make a lot of money. So these are the highest paid YouTubers. And for 2020, Ryan's World looks like it earned about $26 million. Now, some of these names, of course, may be more familiar to you than what some of them are to me. I know a few of them, like PewDiePie and Paul Logan, but these are all YouTubers who are creating original content, posting it onto YouTube, and earning money in the millions. Of course, it's advertising money. So I briefly mentioned just a minute ago that you need 4,000 hours of overall watch time and at least 1,000 subscribers before you can formally and officially monetize your channel. It's really easy to create a channel, and it's slightly more difficult to create a monetized channel, but not too impossible. All you really need is a YouTube account, which means you probably have a Gmail account, which means you can very easily set up a YouTube account. Some of the tools that I use regularly, I found out from some of our middle school students, they cannot use at all for a variety of different reasons. So the current group of students that I'm working with are all using Chromebooks, and most of those Chromebooks are sort of school district approved, and they do not have technology like PowerPoint, because it's a Chromebook, it's a Google Chromebook, and that means instead of having PowerPoint, it has Google Slides, for example. I use PowerPoint quite frequently. In fact, I'm using PowerPoint right now for this particular video. The other thing is Zoom. I heard yesterday from someone, I'm not sure if this is correct, but our local district school board has actually sort of banned, I'm not sure if banned is the correct term, the use of Zoom, because they use Google Chat. Once again, of course, it's because they're using Google Chromebooks. I'm not sure whether they can download software onto their laptops. The answer is probably no, but I would recommend OpenShot as a very easy tool to work with, and something that anybody could probably master after just 1 or 2 or 3 attempts. So if you cannot use PowerPoint with a big red X, then you can use Google Slides, which is pretty much the same thing, and you can still record your footage. If you cannot use Zoom, you can use Google Chat. So what I'm saying is these are free applications, and there's probably something else that you can use that is also free that you are allowed to use. What kind of videos makes the most money on YouTube? And what kind of content can I monetize? So what makes the most video? Daily vlogs, home videos, do-it-yourself videos, tutorials, original music videos, and original short films. Interesting. But this is what the class told me, right? So I have currently a couple of groups that I'm working with. So there's approximately 20 middle school students, middle school students in total. And these are some of the things that they tell me. So Zayden said, I'm not interested in making YouTube videos at all, which is okay. I mean, obviously, if you like doing it, that's fine. If you're shy or inhibited and you don't want to do it, that's okay too. And maybe there's something else that you can do instead that you like better. So, hey, you know what? If this is not your thing, it doesn't matter. But let's take a look quickly at YouTube vlogging and see what some of the people have offered to us. Lydia says she'd like to make movies about animals. Amanda said she might make prank videos, or otherwise she might make some videos about crafts. So just for your interest, Lily Singh has a net worth of about $16 million. That's according to Google. The Canadian star, who also goes by the name Superwoman, started posting comedy videos on YouTube in 2010. Two things are important there. Comedy videos, many people like comedy. In 2010, that means her account is already 11 years old. So if you start out making YouTube videos and you don't achieve instant overnight success or recognition, don't worry about it, because Lily Singh has been doing this for more than a decade and now has a net worth of about $16 million. Anyway, back to my class. Anna loves fashion. I'm not sure I would necessarily look good in any of these outfits, but there you go. Madison loves cooking. Well, you know, I personally have watched some cooking shows before. I enjoy watching people like Gordon Ramsay for a variety of different reasons. I could watch a cooking show. Kariana is particularly interested in hair care products. I'm not sure, I'm not confident, because this is not something that is of interest to me, but I can imagine millions and millions of people, especially women, would be interested in Katiana's content. How about sports videos? So a number of my students, Antoine is a football fan, Schneider is a basketball fan, and Jackery is also a basketball fan. Now, I am not too sure how it works in the context of uploading a game. For instance, if you recorded an entire basketball game and then uploaded it to YouTube, I don't think you can monetize that. I'm not entirely sure because it's not your content. But anyway, lots of people take clips from sports videos and then create their own video using an application like OpenShot that I shared with you at the start. How about YouTube gaming? So this is an interesting little sort of binary or dichotomy for me in terms of gaming versus making videos. So Frank and Gary are two of my students who said, we don't like to make movies, or we wouldn't like to make movies, but we like video games. Maybe the response to that is investigate how much money you can earn playing video games, or investigate how to earn money playing video games. Why? So Daniel Middleton, Dan TDM, with a net worth of about $40 million, is primarily a gamer, and he's known for his video game commentaries. So this is literally a guy who just commentates on video games and obviously plays video games himself. But look at his net worth. So he's done pretty good, even though arguably he doesn't necessarily make movies, but he games and does video game commentaries. Evan Fong, net worth $25 million. The Canadian gained YouTube stardom by posting video games and producing music under the name Ryan X. He posts videos on YouTube of him and other creators playing various video games. So, hey, if you don't want to make YouTube videos, but you like gaming, maybe you can record yourself gaming and post that to YouTube and earn money that way. How about YouTube originals? So this is kind of more a motherhood statement, a catch-all phrase for a variety of different things. Mia likes horror movies, and YouTube short creators can now start earning up to $10,000 a month with viral videos, because YouTube has launched a fund called YouTube Shorts that you can actually apply to. Syria likes soccer, but would rather make a movie about a robbery. Interesting choice, huh? Jimmy likes people helping people. Now, wouldn't that be cool videos, right? I'm sure if you make a really cool video about people helping people, many, many charitable organizations like Memory Trees would be more than happy to share your video, Jimmy. Art's a popular topic for many, many people. Our student Emma is into animated movies. How about these guys? Smosh, with a net worth of $15 million. This duo, comprised or composed of Anthony Padilla and Ian Hickox, created Smosh.com for making Flash animations. They began to post the videos onto Smosh's YouTube channel in 2005. Once again, an important point. They are making animated or Flash animations, and they started in 2005, so their account is already 5 years, 6 years, actually almost 7 years old. Olivia likes basketball, but she also likes anime. And Jakayla likes cooking and drawing, but would be willing to make videos about anything. It's kind of tricky because anything is very, very broad. Jamira enjoys horror and anime. So what will you do? What will you create that'll make the world more awesome? So the question, that last question, is what will you do or what will you create, is a very important question because people don't tend to make stuff anymore. The majority of people end up going to work, earning a salary, going home, sleeping, getting up the next morning, and doing the same again. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Very few people make stuff. Generally speaking, many people who make stuff, including creating content, like YouTube creators, have figured out a way to use some of their spare time to earn some spare cash. And very frequently, this turns into some method for them to earn a living on an ongoing basis. There are many things that you can do in order to create additional income. You can learn a trade. You can learn to make something, whatever that might be. In other words, you could learn to sew, or you could learn to knit, and you could sell those products. These are not complicated skills. But you could also do other things, like create content on YouTube, which is what we're teaching the students at this time. Or otherwise, what you can do is you can say, I have the skill to write a book. You can earn passive income from some of the content that you've created and that you had created many years ago, still today. So some of those people who have built a significant amount of wealth for themselves on YouTube started their channels, like in the one instance, 10, 11 years ago, and in another 6, 7 years ago. And what's neat about that is every time you click on one of their videos that might be 10 years old to watch it, they are still earning revenue every time you click. So guys, that's kind of the broad context and the concept that we explain to the students is how to become more financially self-sufficient and self-sustainable as you go forward, as opposed to just looking to sell your labor for a certain fee. In other words, if you take a job and that job pays you $10 an hour, you have effectively just agreed to sell 8 hours or 9 hours of your time per day for $10 per hour. Even if you did that, which is not a bad thing to do because work is admirable, but even if you did that, you still have the opportunity to say, I'm going to take a few minutes and just create something, whatever it might be. And on that note, guys, this is Rudy for Memory Trees signing off, saying thanks for watching. Bye-bye.